Hey everybody, it's Marissa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be comparing 1 week old slime versus 2-year-old slime and everything in between, and I really hope that you enjoy it. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up and burp subscribe, become part of the hashtag burpfam. And yeah, this is a pretty long video, so I'm just going to keep this intro very short. We'll grab a snack and yeah, let's get into it. First up, we have the 1 month old slime, and for this I use a 9 ounce of Oreo milk. I sold this one from my September restock, so it's a little bit over a month old, but still you get the same idea. There was no real major changes or anything that really happened to the slime over the 1 month cause. I didn't activate these slimes since the date that I told you, so in 1 month I didn't add any extra activator after it was packaged. So yeah, I did get a little bit sticky, so I added a little bit of activator, literally the tiniest bit. I rubbed it on the slime and made sure that it was still holdable and not sticky at all. There was nothing really major, so the 1 month slime was kind of just there as like a placeholder, so we had something to compare the older slimes to. But yeah, it was seemingly perfect and a little bit fluffy in the video, but once you kind of activate it and let it sit, it turns right back to how you got it in the mail or how you made it in the first place.
Nothing to wear. Did you guys hear that? I'm scared.
Next up, we have 3 months old. Oh my god, I made a typo. 3 months bold. Wow, Marissa, I am so smart. I'm not even gonna change it, so this has some context. I'm just gonna move on. We're gonna act like that never happened. The slime I used for this one was Fruity Pebbles, and this was from one of my summer restocks, which was about 3 months ago. Now, this one, like Oreo milk, was sort of in like the same boat where it was just like a little bit melted, but the texture was still like holding up perfectly. This one I added a little bit more activator to than Oreo milk because it was a little bit more sticky. Basically, it was like super thick glue. It was like on the brink of becoming glue, but like you could still play with it. So yeah, I needed all the activator in and it became pretty much the same thing as before. It was a little bit discolored, but I can admit that this wasn't like a slime that I took really good care of. I kind of just kept it on my mixer table, so when like I made slime, I could like put my, I don't know, if you're a slimer, you probably understand like when you're making slime, your hands get dirty, so I always have like a slime next to me that I can play with and basically clean off my hands. Kind of dirty, but whatever. Alright, getting into the really good stuff, we have, I don't know why I introduced it like that. That was a horrible transition. Anyways, next up we have 1-year-old 32 ounces of cereal milk. This one is actually a little bit over a month old, I believe, but wow, like it is just straight glue. By the way, this took us like 20 minutes to open up the container. Literally, it was glued shut, and I'm being dead serious, like glued, literally. Anyways, so after taking it out of the container, you could tell like it was completely melted, but it was like thick glue. Like it was so thick. Like, you know what? I'm about to quit my job and just sell glue, like sell thick glue, because look how thick it was. It literally was so hard to make. Actually, I'm not the best at like mixing stuff with my hands, so I actually threw this into my like little Rubbermaid mixer, and I had it mixed for probably about like 10 minutes, and it became super smooth. And here's what it looks like. Literally, it's so thick and looks exactly like how it was when I got it, or when I made it, obviously. But yeah, I actually overactivated this a little bit because, like I said, I'm not the best at hand mixing stuff. But yeah, I was actually very, very surprised. And in a second, I'm going to compare this one to the 1 week old one, and you guys will see why I'm so surprised. In this next clip, I just want to say I am so sorry for the amount of times I'm about to say the word literally. I literally have a very limited vocabulary. I am so sorry. Forgive me, please. I'm asking for forgiveness. Next up, we have our 1 week old cereal milk, and I pulled this one off the shelves from my last restock, and here's what it looks like after 1 week. Glossy, not sticky at all, just like the perfect consistency and perfect texture. But what literally makes me so shook is that it literally looks nothing different from the 32 ounce one from last year. Literally, I have no idea how this held up so well even after turning to glue and then being reactivated. Like, I 100% think that if I activated the 32 ounce correctly and if I let it sit, it would literally look the same as the fresh 32 ounce. The color on the new one is obviously a little bit more whiter, a little bit fresher, but I'm honestly so shook how well this held up after over a year, which is insane. Next up we have Santa's milk. This is also over a year old, and I literally cracked this on the way to filming this, so rip the container. This one was so nostalgic for me because I love Christmas, and the last time I stocked it was during Christmas time. But yeah, this one was made in like early November, so it basically took a huge toll. It was even more liquidy than cereal milk. It smelled so good though. Like, I literally thought like it would smell rotten or something. I don't know why I thought the old slimes would smell rotten, but it literally smelled so good, just like peppermint and sugar cookies, which is what it was. This one required literally like no activator. Like, look how it's sticking in the bowl. This is no activator. It's already like in slime form. I added like I think a teaspoon of activator and it mixed it all together and it formed into slime. Now, I kneaded it and everything, but it became like creamy and thick, and I don't know, it just didn't feel how it felt when it was fresh. Kind of felt disgusting, but I obviously didn't let it sit for long enough to like see if it would like gloss up or whatever. So I'll let you guys know any updates I have, but overall it turned back into slime, but it wasn't the cutest. It wasn't the cutest transformation. Next up we have another 1-year-old slime, and this one is not for me. This is from Moon Cotton. It is a cloud cream, and I honestly don't think I've ever made a cloud cream, so I really wanted to show you how the cloud cream texture affected like how long the slime could last for. So this is bread dough by her. I think I got it last like late October last year. And I haven't activated it ever, and I didn't even activate it in this video. It was completely fine. So as you can see, the clay separated from the top and the bottom. The cloud cream part was more on the bottom, the clay kind of stayed on top. But literally no part of the slime was sticky. It obviously did deflate a lot, probably about half. But the scent still smelled amazing. There was no like rotten scent to it, and the texture, as you can see, it was literally perfect, just how I got it. Obviously a little bit deflated, but I just wanted to show you that cloud cream textures are ones that like stay together. I think like fake snow has a lot to do with like how long a slime could last. I feel like the fake snow absorbs a lot of like the stickiness or the activator. I don't really know what happens. I'm not like a scientist, but it makes it last for a lot longer in my experience. Like icy slimes and cloud creams, obviously they just stay for a lot longer than like a thick and glossy slime would. Next up we have the 2-year-old party milk, and this one I was so shook by. I could not believe that I had. This was from the very first time I ever sold party milk, which was I think 2 years ago. If not, it was like a year and like at least 8 months ago, which is close enough to a year, so don't block me. Anyways, I was just so hyped to like find this in my collection, and this was the very first time I ever made it, so obviously it was a long time ago. And she's been through some stuff, but look how thick she is. She didn't even need activator. This is the same exact texture as the same recipe that I use all the time. And she's been through a lot. As you can see, she looks like cottage cheese. You know, she's not looking too hot, but she did stay together. She's super thick. I feel like the thick recipe overcame like the lack of activator. I feel like it's just like really thick, hard glue is how I can explain it really. She's not the cutest, but she did last, I think. Not really. But honestly, like 2 years is such a long time, especially like talking slime wise. Like, I'm so proud of it. Next up we have a 1-week-old party milk to compare the 2-year-old one to, and just looking at this one compared to the one from 4 seconds ago, my eyes, my soul, my body feels purified, and I feel immediately at peace. I have no idea what happened in that 2 years for that party milk to look like that. The fresh one is just so pretty, and the old one is so disgusting. It looks like cottage cheese at this point. It's like Gucci versus Walmart. Honestly, I am at a loss for words. I don't think I really took care of that party milk very well, but even still, like, I don't know. I really want to see, like, if that party milk glosses up, the old one, like, after I, like, mixed it and whatever, Maybe it'll like look like the new one. I'm not sure. I'll have to do like an update video for you guys. Next up, we have another 2-year-old slime that I want to give an honorable mention to. This is Birthday Cake Ice Cream by Dope Slimes. This is over 2 years old. Like, literally, I would say, like, 2 years and maybe, like, 3 months. But it still holds up perfectly well. I have activated this in the past. It's still soft and creamy, and it smells amazing. It doesn't even, like, stink. Like, it didn't even, like, decide to rot or something. I don't know why it would do that, but it didn't do that. The only thing that really went wrong here is a few times it got sticky and it deflated a lot, but as it should. After 2 years, you know, it deserves to flop a little. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I worked really hard on it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more of these videos, give it a thumbs up. I had a lot of fun making it, obviously, or I wouldn't have made it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my Instagram, Parakeet Slimes, and also check out my shop, www.parakeetslimes.com. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Bye. Honestly, if I get this video up today, that would be insane, because that would be like the first time ever that I filmed and uploaded it on like the same day.